It was recently announced that 343 Industries is bringing a familiar face to Halo Wars 2, Sergeant Johnson. We discuss his powers and abilities, what's unique about him, and units. A new Halo Wars 2 title update is also coming, which we also do a complete recap on, so let's get into it. Recently, Brian, or also known as Sketch, 343 Industries community manager, had a live stream on Beam where he announced a new Halo Wars 2 leader for Monday, May 22nd, Sergeant Johnson.
Your eyes downrange, fingers on your triggers, and we all go home in one piece. Am I right, Marines? Sir, yes, sir!
Johnson, like other leaders, will have their own set of exclusive and unpublished units.
And find out what the hell is going on. But I don't have time for your lip, soldier. I gave you an order.
Interestingly, the Sergeant will have a Mantis replace the Warthog in the vehicle depot. Additionally, there will be a Mantis veteran present only in Blitz mode. Most notably though, Johnson will have a new mech called Colossus. This is sort of his unit, the key unit if you will. It will actually be replacing the Scorpion for this leader and have a striking ability on the ground that will stun and damage nearby units. To be expected, Johnson has new abilities as well, including Bunker Drop, deploy a building that infantry can garrison for protection, Siege Turret, deploy a temporary long-range siege turret, similar to the ones that you can build on UNSC bases, Mech Overcharge, briefly speed up all friendly mechs and make them invulnerable, Restoration Drones, heals all buildings and units nearby, Remote Sensors, which is a passive power, increases the line of sight for all buildings and capture points. The Sergeant can also be put into the battle like other heroes, but of course with his theme of mechs. So it's Sergeant Johnson in an awesome mech, which includes a regeneration shield. He can drop a beacon by pressing Y to heal nearby allies. First off, there is a new functionality. High Dynamic Range Rendering is now enabled for players with compatible equipment. You can also say that as HDR, which is a big thing in gaming. If you don't know what it is, then be sure to check it out, and if it applies to you, then you should be excited. Audio, addition of the missing increase completed announcement to certain chiefs, adjusting the sound of foreign structures on highway to remove disturbing frequencies in some players. Music and sounds should no longer disappear in games played by playlist. The shots of locusts are no longer audible in the fog of war. I remember this one for sure. Hellbringers no longer use Casino's voice files when attacked by a Spartan. Location and accessibility, correction of map pack descriptions not appearing in the correct languages of French and Taiwanese. Added power text Pelican transporter at level 2 on the Wheel of Powers. Gameplay, added an indicator for allies' field of vision on the minimap, added 2 Serco and Nord Torn themes for proving ground. Level 3 drones are now more expensive. Improved projectiles from hunters and marines now correctly tough parallel foundries. Improved visual effects during the reoccurrence of units affected by recycling. Removal of a possible abuse with recycling. Power modification extraction from the commanding officer to eliminate targeting abuse. The Pelicans and Darters should no longer leave floating lights disappearing from the screen. Colony's combat repair power is no longer removed by Anders Spectrum, power over units lent between commanders. The vehicles dealt with by the Spartans retain their improvements. Fixed improvements that do not fully apply to certain units. Moving units now correctly attack units in garrison. The units teleported out of the card are now automatically teleported to the base, and the Spartans no longer increase the level of units they enter. Lastly, we have stability. Fixed problem allowing players to access a game where they cannot give any order. fixed a crash when connecting to the main menu, fixed a crash in Fire Baptism or Extra Mouch against AI, correction of the desynchronizations in 2v2 class, fixed a crash on Barad of Honor that can occur by loading a backup of an old version of the game, and fixed a crash that could occur by attacking the first barricade in the prologue. So what do you guys think of Johnson coming to Halo Wars 2? This is actually very interesting because in my eyes, it feels like it's the opening up of possibility. The possibility for new leaders, new characters that we saw in the original trilogy of Halo coming back into Halo Wars 2, or even possibly the Flood or Prometheans becoming a faction in Halo Wars 2. That one might be a stretch, but I would love to see the Flood in Halo Wars 2 as a DLC leader. That is something I would definitely buy, but this is a very good start by 343. But what do you guys think? I want to hear your opinions down in the comments below. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Chris here on Halo Follower. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and drop this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.